What's happening, everybody? This is Steve with Articulated Times, coming at you with another review, this time of XESRAY Studios' Combatants Fight for Glory, KETUTA, the Bighorn. Let's check it out. What I forgot to mention in the opening is this was the LA Comic-Con 2023 exclusive. This guy measures in here to the top of his ear, just a hair under 9¼ inches. Very tall figure, very beefy. This is my first ever XESRAY Studios figure, and to be honest, I was absolutely blown away with this figure, with everything. Massive figure compared to what we might see in a lot of domestic lines, very stout, and then the surprising thing, very, very articulated. For any of us that throw a lot of value into how much we're putting into our figures, the biggest portion that I really look for when I am shopping and I might see a price tag that might be a little elevated, what helps ease my mind is articulation. So everything that I was seeing on this guy definitely was expressing that, you know, very fluid movement, very articulated, very posable. All those things lend itself very nicely to toy photography for me. All right, now we're going to take a look at posability. I toted earlier talking about articulation. I think for as big as this figure is, you're definitely going to get a lot for that. So at the head, you know, again, with how the hair and sculpt and everything, the looking up and down, not as significant. However, getting tilt, going back and forth very generously. Again, mouth opens and closes. When we're talking about the shoulders, again, can get all the way up and around, right? It does get a little tight. However, it can be done. Has a butterfly here at the shoulder. So getting you forward, getting you backwards. More forward, if anything, compared to coming back. When we're talking about shoulder coming out to the side, getting very close to that T-pose. Looking very good there. Coming down, bicep swivel. Doing very good. Elbow bend, just a little under 90 with everything, but also has rotation. So again, that'll definitely get you more some of the dual wielding positions as best it can in combination with the butterfly joint. At the wrist, swivel. Oh my goodness. All the way around. Hang on, y'all. Okay, pops right back on. But yeah, go up and down, left and right, all that good stuff. So definitely positioning of the hand will definitely give you much needed articulation. You're not getting as much of the wrist flexion just with the gauntlets here being in the way, but overall still look very good. Nice thing about also with the gauntlets here, you know, again, it's going to be able to block any of the joints. So again, nothing really stands out as potentially unsightly. Okay. Coming over here to the hips, we're able to kick forward pretty significantly. When we're talking about coming back, not as far back. You're getting maybe about right there. Okay. You got to think you got fabric, you got this softer plastic, which is nice. The softer plastic is nice for this loincloth slash tunic kind of thing. Again, it's softer, so you're able to get some more posability. Here at the hip, we're also getting thigh swivel. We're getting a significant amount of knee flexion with everything, which is fantastic, especially for a figure this big. Normally you're getting here or less than, you know, depending on how the sculpt is. So the fact that we're getting way past 90 is really, really cool. Coming over here to the foot, pushing down, getting generous pivot. So again, definitely getting a lot of options for posability with that. Legs also go all the way out here to the side, better than some of the figures you'll see these days on the shelves at Walmart or Target. You know, again, definitely getting a lot of flexibility there. Nice thing about this too is this figure, again, you can definitely get some running poses, single leg stance, you know, if you want to get that run action going on there, like he's charging at somebody, it can be done. Might use a little futzing with it, but here, hang on just a second, my table's a little unlevel. There you go. Single leg stance, definitely dynamic poses. Okay. Pose you right up there, stay put. One thing I forgot to mention also with the abs, again, you get a little bit of rotation, right? You get up about that high, which is awesome. And then with it coming down, there is a ball peg in there, so you're able to get down to about right there. So again, it's still a nice looking down pose, or if you're doing those charging poses like how I was just showing there, again, you got some options for that. Pose you up right there, look all nice and stoic like you are. Okay. So this figure, I want to say it was around $75 or so, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely came with not the over amount of abundance of accessories. I mean, you definitely get your open splayed hands like how you see on the figure right now. You get 2 pairs of fists. You get your item holding hands, and I'll show you that here in just a second. You get some hooves for the feet. Now again, I'm a little reluctant to switch these out for the new feet. I'm very happy with the feet that come on there. With something like this is a heavier, thicker piece of plastic. Definitely making sure we're heating everything up. You know, if we're pulling anything on or off, making sure we're really heating this up, because this is a very thick piece of plastic in there. My whole thing is I want to make sure that I'm not potentially working on any breakage, anything like that. So for me, with swappable feet, I'm going to stay with what's on the figure. I'm very happy with what I've been able to accomplish with that. Okay. And I kind of glossed over it when I was talking about the item holding hands, but this gigantic mace, look at this thing. Comes up mid-chest, right? This figure, mace, let's see how long this thing is. About 7.5 inches. Pretty stout. Yeah, definitely a lot of sculpt work on that. I like how there's all like this pitting in here, showing a lot of like wear. Like there's some washes in here. Same way with the handle. Beautiful sculpt wrapping. Looks like, you know, fabric has been wrapped around it. Just a lot of detail on that. Speaking of detail, another nice feature about this figure is all the detail. This sculpt work on here, I know I'm in a little close with everything, but the vascularity, right? The veins and everything popping out of the arm, a lot of cool detail. A lot of cool detail with that. For the most part, just a standard red figure with a few black washes, right? I know initially when I was showing earlier, when you were doing the shoulder flexion, how I was going up and over, yeah, you have these veins that are here that are covered up with black washes. You know, I was kind of concerned when I was going up overhead with him, you know, is that rubbing off any of that wash or anything like that? But the kind of a blessing is when I was doing that, it kind of accentuated more of those veins with everything. So you didn't really, it was a pleasant mistake, right? A pleasant feature, you know, with posability with everything. It kind of enunciated the veins, the vascularity with everything. So very, very cool figure. All right, now it's time for a size comparison. Up first, Jada Toys, Mega Man, and Blunderling. So figure here, probably about 4 inches. Again, we said about just under 9 1/4. So I think both of those would go very well with that. I mean, Mega Man shoots Mavericks that look like other animals. I figured that could be a good crossover. Let's see, we've got the Frazetta Girls Dark Wolf. This would be a great crossover. I think that looks really, really good. And Mezco Toys Conan with the J-Kai shoulder pauldron. Again, both look phenomenal standing next to KETUTA. Alright, get him out of that. Alright, so now we've got Spiro Toys, Animals of the Warrior Kingdom, Tiberius. And then we've got, from the same line, Beefy Boy Thane. I think that would be an awesome, awesome crossover as well. Alright. Also comparing a standard 1.0 Mythic Legion from Four Horsemen Studios of Romulus. I think that would be a awesome, awesome shot. Need to work on that. And then Storm Collectibles Tekken King. And then another one I want to throw in there. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Fresh Monkey Fiction from the Naughty or Nice line. This is the Barbarian Santa. Kind of festive. You got your reds. Yeah, that could work. Alrighty, everyone. So yeah, this is my very first take of the XESRAY Studios Combatants Fight for Glory KETUTA Bighorn. Absolutely blown away by this. This is my first offering that I've gotten from them, and I am just over the moon with sculpt work, articulation, accessories, detail, all that stuff. It's just looking so, so good. I know they have just recently released some Minotaurs, bulls, just recently along the same scale and buck as KETUTA here. So definitely eager to get those in. I would imagine it's going to be much of the same posability wise. Armor might be a little bit different, a few other features maybe, but again, it would be nice to get those in hand. But again, I'm over the moon for how well this turned out. Very happy, very eager to see what XESRAY Studios comes up with next. I know they've got a few more waves coming or in the works as we speak, so looking forward to get those in hand. If you're looking for photos of what I was doing toy photography wise, you can definitely check out my Instagram page at articulated_times on Instagram. Again, got a few shots with him over the past few months. Like I said, very, very pleased with this figure. If you're new to the channel, definitely make sure you please like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely looking forward to what comes next. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.